Yo guys, Jins here, and I'm back. Well, I never really left. I always kept playing TBC. I'm getting boosted right now, but I decided to record some games again. I've been streaming more, but I haven't been recording it. So I want to show you some games. I think I made a guide or game review, not really a guide, against Priest Rogue for Priest Rogue as a Rogue-Druid, but from what I remember, it was wrong. I think I tried to kill the rogues most of the time, and that is the biggest bait. So I'm gonna show you some Priest Rogue. Tell me which comps you're having more trouble with. I know Warrior Druid is it's one of the comps that at least when I stream, people ask me the most, what do I do against Warrior Druid? TLDR, you try to kill the Warrior, but I'm recording and I have already one game against the Warrior Druid, and I will try to record more games, even if on my alt. Warlock, keep in mind the games I'm gonna show you, they are actually at low MMR in 2s. They are around 2.4 to 5 MMR, and yeah, it was actually our first voice queue session since the start of season 2. I played with Sebe, which is no skill moron, but yeah, in 3s. Also let me know if you want to see some rogue Druid. I know 3s it's not as popular in TBC because you can get the titles from 2s. So but let me know if you want to some rogue Druid. We are rank 16 at the moment, and I can start recording. I actually played against laners Shaz and Avisura. It was a shame that I didn't record those games, but if you guys want to see, I can just start recording Rogue Druid. Just drop a comment and let me know. But without any further ado, dude, I'm gonna start my music here. I might have to stop in between because I'm getting boosted at the same time, and I don't really have the time to do this later on. Let me just put this, and hopefully we can watch the whole game without being it's a really fast game, but let's see. It's Priest Rogue today. It's all about Priest Rogue, so let's watch it. Let me just see if okay, let me just get off and we will see like a whole game without me having to stop. But yeah, what you want to do against Priest Rogue, and this is what I love about TBC, it's to try to kill the Priest, but you can also kill the Rogue in certain conditions. And I think I have a game where I actually killed the Rogue in a Blade's Edge game, and I'm gonna show you that. Let me just trade the gold to this guy, and there you go. Okay, let's start watching. So here it's human, and I want to get in combat ASAP, and I get sapped and do this. Then I dismount, which was a mistake because he's human, so they're actually gonna find my druid. They find him. Now he popped power infusion and he's starting to dispel. I kick smite, and with this I decide to fear the rogue, coil the priest, and now I was about to fear the priest. I get the psychic stream off, I get the fear ward, and I fear the priest. The reason why I fear the priest here is to force trinket because they are doing kind of an all-in strat. There you go, he cloaks, and now I'm gonna fear the priest again, I think. No, I actually fear the rogue. I dot him up to protect, and now it's where you can actually lose. They're all leaning, they forced everything. My druid doesn't have innervate, it doesn't have NS, but now I fear the priest, and he gets the war stomp. He vanishes. The fear breaks. I fear him again because I don't want him to purge. Now they used everything. I'm gonna stop right here because you can see they used everything. So now we get a clone on the my druid. Seve gets a clone on the priest, and he doesn't have cloak. At this point, they are all winning. They have no more cooldowns, and I'm gonna try to kill the rogue here. Now the only problem here is that the priest is on the Iron Fear. So I'm gonna start doing some single target. I try to dispel the rogue because it's the target that I want to kill. And we get the shit death. I get kidnapped. He gets the shield plus paints up. I have mind numbing. He gets the clone. This clone, it's really good because now the priest can't heal. I'm gonna go in for fear. He could have feared me here, but he doesn't. He jumps. And here it's actually, I don't know how I get this fear. I think it's because he jumped. No, it's because he came out and we killed the rogue here. It's gonna be a full fear. He should die here. And he dies. There you go. Like this was an all-in. So what you want to do, and if it's double undead, that opener can actually just lose you the game straight up. What you want to do is to give some breathing room to your druid if they do that kind of opener, and it's kind of nice that they open like that because you can see like an all-in-ish opener where they just spam the whole spell book and they try to kill your druid. Now, if it's double undead, that strat becomes even harder to survive, and the druid needs to maybe hold NS for the trinket, but it's really hard to get the trinket because the priest is just dispelling the rogue, so he gets all the fears. Okay, so let's see another priest rogue. This one is a longer one. This map, it's really hard because your druid has to innervate, and it's extremely hard to get the innervate off in this map because the priest should be running at your druid. So you need to get some pressure, you need to get the trinkets earlier, and you need to force will and the trinket early if it's undead. Let's see. Okay, 8 seconds, there you go. It's double undead, so if they do an all-in on your druid, you're already in kind of trouble. Okay. I buff the pet to get in combat, I send the pet back. If they do this, what I like to do is just devour because they haven't opened. I actually saw the rogue, but he wasn't in my line, and then I was on global, I think. He exposes, so that's no kidney. I'm gonna try to force something. My fear insta breaks. He didn't kick it either. Now they do a blind go, he trinkets, I get the will, and now I want to coil, but the coil it's actually pretty terrible because it goes into his line, he gets feared. I get feared with my pet, but he has the dot, so he can't sap off. He goes for the sap, but it makes no sense, so it's a mistake on his part. If he just keeps pumping me, they would actually get more pressure. He pops power infusion really late, he should be doing that on the blind to completely clean me and just do damage on me because they are kind of trying to kill me. Now here I want to avoid wound stacks, and I want to fear the rogue. It insta dispels. Now I start dotting again, and I should be devouring. No, he kicks it. Now I got a fear, and I think I devour on the fear. He trinkets the fear into a bash. I get kidnapped. I get the shadow bolt. I only trinket because there's nothing. And now I get a full fear, and at this point this freeze is kinda fucked. We get the clone on the priest. I'm trying to juke the rogue. He kicks me. I'm casting an Immolate, but I get kidnapped anyways, and my druid finishes him off with a rat into an S rat. As you can see in a sec. I'm gonna bring it back. Okay, so he's casting rat. Okay, I don't know why this is so slow. Technical issues. Okay, you see, he's casting a rat into a NS rat and a moonfire, and he kills the priest. This is mostly what you want to do, but like I said, they are not the best teams, so keep that in mind. But it should be around this. It should be you should be doing this. So your druid CCs, you double dot at some point to protect the fear, to protect the roots, and if he starts to Prayer of Mending bounce, you just stop doing that, kind of. But it doesn't really matter, because you should be trying to kill the priest, and you can kill the priest in a coil. In that case I used the coil because he used will, and I didn't want him to get a fear, but he actually got the fear anyways. It was unlucky. But let's watch another one. Okay, I think this team, it's not that bad, and it's a longer game, so you're actually gonna have 3 types of games, which was kind of lucky against priest, rogue. And the first was an all-in, the second was mostly going on me, and this is more of a stalemate type of game. So I get a fear ward. I always try to dispel a shadow protection. It's really important because of the spell lock. It gives you a higher chance of getting a spell lock and actually being able to kill in a coil, into bash, into fear, or something like that. Now he's just buying time for his rogue to find my druid. Here I lag. Yeah, I lagged out here. I don't know why it only happens in classic WoW, but as you can see, I'm just lagged. I lagged for a long time actually, and now they open on my. I saw the rogue at some point, but yeah, since he got my pet low, because I lagged, he's trying to kill the pet, and I fear the rogue. I force will. I CS the priest so he doesn't dispel. It was a terrible coil because he cloaked it. So it was actually really bad coil, and I got lucky here. I resist the fear. I still have will though, so I'm kinda chilling even if he fears me. Instead I get a fear. I get an emulate. The emulate breaks. Now I think he gets a bash. He's trying to kill the pet. He trinkets the clone. I fear the rogue, and my pet is still alive. This is why Void Star is so good. Let me just move my character here. This is why Void Star is so good, because it doesn't get that many wound poison stacks. It resists a lot, and now they start to stall. They try to slow down the game. I'm keeping the rogue in combat while I can't do anything. I'm gonna go here for fear. I get it. We start fire into it. It doesn't break. I get the devour, I CS, and here he almost dies. If I have coil here, the priest is actually in trouble. I fear the rogue here. I dot him up to protect. I'm trying to avoid the fear with my pet, as you can see, but he doesn't fear because the rogue is still in a fear. He's trying to save mana. If he's not dispelling, it's because he's trying to save or conserve some mana, but I don't think it's a good thing for him to do. I gave the step to the rogue here. That was bad. Now they are almost fully clean, and I want to push in. I let my pet behind because I know he's gonna do something, but he gets us up because of it, which is fine. They have no pressure. They try to go on my pet, but again, it's not really a strat that it works if the warlock has Void Star, because it doesn't really get any stacks. He kicks me. And now I start pushing into the priest to my druid. So we get something. He was cloning the rogue though. He deadly threw me. And now it's when this type of game gets a bit boring, and you can actually... At this point, he still has prep, right? So they still have a really good one go, but at this point the game is just a stall, and you need to like get some pressure. You can also try to dot up the rogue, which is what I say I'm gonna do. Like I'm kind of bored already. I hate when they play like this. Trying to get the rogue out. I get the rogue out with Rain of Fire. I bring my pet here. I put him on stay so he heals. We get the rogue and we get the priest. None can drink. I CS Smite because now he can't dispel the rogue. He uses will because of it. I coiled to try to protect my pet, but it was a bad coil. Well, I guess I got trinket, right? But yeah. He opens on my pet again. My pet is ship-shotted into kidney. But again, it's a bad go because I have Void Star. I juke the kick. I try to fear the rogue. I fear the rogue. My druid uses Swiftmend on the pet, and now he roots him. He bashes the priest, and now I try to max range the rogue. I don't know if I was, actually. I think I was, yeah, because now he steps kicks my immolate. And this is a really good go. The priest should have used will here. He didn't though. I don't try to dispel because it still has a high resist chance. Now I devour the shield after paints up, because paints up gives you a high dispel resist, so I don't need that in my life when he's already undead and has 10 shadow resistance. At this point the rogue getting a re was kind of bad, but I mean, this is what I hate. Like, the rogue doesn't even use cloak, and this is the moment we are kind of scared because he gets feared, but it's like, okay, I faked the rogue here, now he doesn't have will. ICS the priest, he can't really dispel the rogue, and if he comes out he gets fully dotted. That's why I even fear the rogue. I fear the rogue again, but he blinds before the fear and he gets full cloned. I'm kind of chilling here. Like, they still have kidney, sure, I don't have trinket, but I should be completely fine. In terms of mana, we are fine. I'm gonna fear the rogue now of that. It dispels. Or it breaks, I don't even know. He's trying to kill the pet. I lock down the smite, the fear breaks insta. And now I'm trying, wait, because I need to move. But at this point they are trying to stall the game. But what you need to do is, like, you need to push them into the druid, and the druid needs to root. If the druid, sorry for that, if the druid roots have a really high chance of getting resisted the dispels. It's like a 30% chance, so the priest needs to spend mana. And if the priest spends mana on it, we are super chilling. Oh, 50. Okay. So let's keep watching. But at this point the priest is home. They still have prep, but not really blind. Vanish is coming in 1 minute. So in 1 minute they are gonna have a really good go. But again, in 1 minute I'm gonna have trinket, I'm gonna be chilling. Now he finally gets the root, and this is because he was CCing the rogue before. I call here because I'm so done with him running, but it's a really bad call. He still trinkets, even though he doesn't have any dots. He shouldn't have trinket there. Like, I get frustrated because I want to get more games and these guys are just stalling. I fake the deadly throw and I fear him. I'm just debuffing him. I want to force cloak because I want to have another win condition that is not the priest. I fear him again just to get some damage. I remove my pet from the priest and send it to the rogue because it has Prayer of Mending, so I don't want it to bounce. I try to dispel it, I get it, and now I get the pet on the priest again. I'm trying to avoid the gouge, and now they have blind, and in 30 seconds they have a big go. I get the immolate, cast a Searing Pain, get dots now, and now I actually have a really good damage. He wills this one, he steps me and actually shifts the crippling. We got the crippling, and again, like, at this point it's kinda, I shouldn't have trinket here because I can't really hit the priest. I'm full HP, so oh, a sec, what is happening? Okay, nothing is happening, I just saw something. Okay, so I have Shadow Bolt proc, I don't want to waste it, so I use it on the rogue again to force cloak. He trinkets that clone, and now at this point it's like, what are they doing? I never understand why priest rogue does this, Because even if they kill the pet, I have Feldon, so I'm kinda chilling. So he gouges me out, but it's like the priest is completely he's getting rooted, he's getting aids now by my druid. We can go drink at any point. I'm pretty sure he has trinket, or he should have. And now they are just trying to and I'm trying to bait the rogue out so he gets CC'd. I juke the kick again and he gouges. We get the clone on him though. And I should have run, but I'm gonna fear. I mistimed it, but he deadly truth. And it's now you try not to get killed by boredness. At some point you do kill. I should be double dotting, but I don't want him to palm bounce. So I just dot the rogue. And he dispels the dot on him, he deadly throws me, which means he has no combo points, so now I should actually be casting. But I decide to dot and force cloak. There's no... Yeah, we get the clone here. He kicks me, so now I'm gonna just run life, he kidneys me. And now we force cloak regardless. He gouges me. We got dots on the rogue. And now the priest like has some mana. But I get the power word shield. And now I'm gonna start moving. And we just dot the rogue and I think we kill him here with the CS. There you go. Like, this is to show that even though you want to kill the priest, you need to adapt to what is happening. And if they play like this, you can just grab the rogue and not really grab, but bait the rogue into going into the opener, and you can force stuff like that. Now, don't get baited too many times into try killing the rogue, because the rogue, it's really hard to kill. So don't get baited by that. And now, as an extra, I'm gonna do a Rogue-Druid. Now, Rogue-Druid, it's a bit... I don't know if it's easier, but it's a little bit weird, because you can kill both. You should be CCing the rogue again. They don't have these spells, so fear becomes really good. And you should be trying to kill the druid, but the problem is if the druid has 3 blooms, it's really hard, so you need to set up with a bash into fear, into coil, into CS, force him out. And if he goes out and the rogue doesn't have cloak, you can actually swap. So if you get the fear, for example, after coil bash, or bash coil fear, and the rogue doesn't have cloak, you can actually swap on the rogue. I don't think this is our best game, but let's see. Double stealther, we faced a lot of double rogue, so we thought it was actually double rogue. When it's double stealther, I just go in. Since Sebe faced like 100 rogues, he just goes into bear form. I get the rogue out, and this is already a good opener. He kicks me here into a bash, and now I have CS for the druid, so he uses cloak to get a sap. He garrotes me. Sebe trinkets. I CS the clone because I don't want to get clone with blooms and at low HP. If he does get the clone, I need to trinket, which I do, but it was a really bad trinket. I shouldn't have trinket this part. Now, they don't really capitalize on it because my druid is CCing him. It insta broke my fear there. I wanted to do a go, but we still get a bash and I still get some damage. There you go, we do the go. But now he starts to blooming, he pops BM, has rejuve on him, so he's gonna be chilling. By the way, since he used Feral Charge, we know he's not Dream State. That's something you can always see. He roots me here, but Sebe is drinking, so I'm kinda chilling. I'm trying to get the rogue, but he gets a re because the druid Feral Charge is my pet. I should have sent the pet earlier. I see the rogue though, I get him out again. It's really, sometimes it's hard to fake cast the rogue because he pushes back on you so much that yeah. I CS the druid. It wasn't on clone actually, so Sebe gets fully cloned. They have blind, they have a big go, but since he's cloned, he can't blind really. It's the same DR. I fear the rogue, and now we try to do somewhat of a go. He does have cloak, so we just swap. We force the trinket from the clone and the cloak. He shouldn't have cloak here. It was completely fine. The druid had trinket as well. I juked the kick, and now I want to fear. The DR was coming off. It would have been a perfect fear, unless dynamic, of course. He's trying to fake my pet. I CS him because he's trying to kill the pet. I call the rogue because I don't really want him to swap on the pet insta. But it wouldn't have been a good one. Now he gets the pet kill. He gouges me, but they're really low. Now the druid still has innervate. He doesn't have any ways to stop me, so I just summon a pet. I'm trying to fear the druid and I actually get it. He trinkets that fear because the rogue doesn't have cloak. I tried to fear him again, but the rogue has cloak again, so he's not gonna die here. I could have feared the rogue here and hope for a really good RNG, somewhat, and just to kill him in the fear because no trinket, anything. They are trying to kill the pet again. I'm trying to fake the druid as well. The pet is fine now. We root the rogue. He has blooms though, so I'm gonna try to fear. He just I get faked. I got faked a lot actually by these druids. Yeah, I wasn't playing that well into this. I get a full fear. The fear breaks obviously, but now we get a clone, and we have 26 seconds where we can win. So I fear the guy, and he dies. By the way, here the rogue made a mistake, a huge mistake actually, which was hitting Sebe. So Sebe used the Nature's Grasp, and the rogue hit him, and he got rooted. So he couldn't really stop anything, and now we get a kill. Now this only works if rogues throw cloak like it's nothing, right? Like this rogue. He threw cloak like it was nothing. Where is it when he used cloak? Yeah, here. I mean, here he needed actually. No, he didn't really need to. The druid still has an S, and we get a clone here. So now the druid can't heal the rogue, and he's coming off the R. Fear resisted though. It would have been a kill here, probably. But it was still good, like the CS prevented him from re-blooming, and we just get this, the CC anyways. If this fear doesn't break, the rogue also dies faster, so... But yeah, I got grasped, and because of it I got the fear and it ended. Oh, wait. So that's how you do against these comps. I hope it helps you out. Now keep in mind, TBC, it's really hard to tell you what to do because the situations change, but you can see the idea, at least, like the idea behind the priest rogue. It's to kill the priest most of the time, but I ended up killing rogues, at least 2 of the games. And the idea behind the druid rogue, it's to kill, and I will try to get more druid rogues, but the idea it's also to try to kill the druid, or at least tomb him at some point by double dotting. But you can also kill but we end up killing rogue. Like if a rogue throws cloak and you have 1 minute and you can completely CC, then you should go on the rogue if you can do a go. Like don't tunnel vision someone. But yeah, I hope this video helped you. Again, tell me what's the comp you want to for me to do, like the next how is it called, the next guide, or yeah, videos. I'm right now I'm trying to get warrior druid. Maybe I get some during this week with my alt warlock, which is what I play more. And on intus, that is. And I'm gonna do some warrior druid, maybe some priest, some rogue druids, which is also can also be annoying if they play super defensive. And tell me which comps you're having more problems with. Anyways, thanks for watching, and like the video if you liked, and peace. We'll see you on the next one. Oh, and by the way, tell me if you want me to do like a video also about what I think it should change on retail, because I've been thinking about doing another one of those. If you want to hear my opinion on it, I can always make one, so just tell me. Anyways, peace. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. See ya.